Hello and welcome to another episode of Pub Suds and Grubs presents
The Speakeasy.
What is up, John?
What's happening, Ken?
Not much, man. Another day.
Another dollar.
Here we are, spending money, or not?
Here we are.
Or maybe. I don't know.
Drinking our money away.
Drinking our money away. And I am thirsty. We are still celebrating fall.
It's fall.
It is still fall. We're trying to squeeze fall as much as we can, every little bit of it.
Are we overdoing it?
No, we're not overdoing it because come winter we're going to be like, I wish fall was back, and I miss those fall beers.
True that, boo.
And like I said, I think I've said it before. I think fall produces some of the coolest beers.
It does.
It gets everyone kind of having fun and making some funky stuff. You know?
This is the part of fall where the leaves now are falling. They
Yes.
turned colors and now they're falling.
They are
And,
falling.
before we know it, it's going to be bare trees everywhere.
Yes, and we will see the first snowfalls before we know it.
God, don't
And
say that.
Yes,
no,
yes.
No snow.
I'm dreaming. Yes.
No,
So
we're
anyways,
not dreaming.
Yeah,
That's a
right.
nightmare.
Of a nightmare.
All right, we're starting today with a maple beer.
Yes, this is an OG Long Trail.
Long Trail. It's a Vermont maple ale. Obviously, I said Vermont. They are out of Vermont. It is called Harvest.
Okay.
And it's a measly 4.4.
And we are once again going out of our element, what we typically have done here. We'll get into IPAs again sometime soon, but
Yeah. Have we done Long Trail?
no.
No.
I don't
Okay.
think so.
All right.
I don't think
It
so.
sounded familiar. We've done maybe something trail. But
Yeah, but I mean, Vermont, Long Trail. I mean, Long Trail's been around for quite some time.
Long Duck Dong.
Long Tung. It's been around for a long time.
All right.
All right, so,
A Vermont maple.
yes.
We need some
Cheers.
pancakes.
All right, let's see. Malty,
Very malty.
no bitterness.
0% maple.
Not getting maple. Not getting maple.
There's 0 maple.
Yeah, where's the maple?
Did they forget? Maybe they forgot in this batch.
You know, I don't know. It's very malty, though.
Very malty, and then malty turns into almost like a coffee-ish flavor.
Yeah. But yes, we need maple.
Where's Mrs. Buttersworth when you need her?
Yeah. I'm okay with subtlety, and I'm okay when we have a beer or a bourbon that's just got a little hint of that little subtle taste to it. I'm not getting that.
There's 0.
I'm
There's
not.
nothing.
No, I'm not. It's overpowering with the malt.
Yeah. Well, it says take a hike.
I think I will. I don't know. I don't know.
All right. I think
It's a good beer. Don't get us wrong. It's a good beer. It's just not what we thought we would be getting having a maple.
And I always say,
beer.
so we both rate our beers on Untapped. And
Yeah.
part of the way I rate beers is even if it's a bad beer, if it tastes like the what they say, like
Yeah.
the ingredients and how they describe it, I give it some extra points. I'm
Yeah.
going to be taking away a little bit of points because this is
It's
nothing.
not. Yes,
like
I'm
what
not
they say.
getting that maple.
Vermont maple ale. There's a maple leaf on here. There's a hiker
Yeah.
on here.
Yeah.
I think.
What are we missing though? Did it say that it's supposed to have maple syrup? I don't know.
I don't know.
Take a hike.
I mean, I saw it as maple when I picked it up, and I was thinking maple syrup. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there's not supposed to take the maple syrup. I don't know. Maybe it's supposed to be maple like the maple tree, not
Well,
maple syrup.
They need to be clear on that then, because I need to. It's our legendary maple brown ale. It tastes like a brown ale.
Yeah.
It is brewed with a touch of Vermont maple syrup
Well,
to complement delicious notes of toffee and caramel derived from a toasty, complex malt profile.
if they described it as just a brown nut ale, everything but the maple,
Yeah.
I might agree. Right? The toffee.
Yes, it's definitely a brown ale. It definitely got that kind of nuttiness to
Yep.
it. It definitely malty though, malty without question. It's a brown ale.
We just
I
want
mean,
a
it's without question. They
touch more maple.
they were aiming to make a brown ale. They made a brown ale, but I think throw a couple more gallons of that maple syrup. I know it's expensive, but you guys, you're making some money, so you
Sure.
can do it.
I think they dropped the ball a little bit on this one.
Yes, I need a little bit more maple. I got a fever, and the only prescription is more maple. So
I wish I had cowbell.
yes,
More
yes.
maple.
More maple.
More maple.
All right. In recent news, I feel like SNL Weekend Update and elections. We had talked about the last episode about elections.
It was election day last week, yeah?
And how did you?
They're still not over yet.
Yes, and they're still going on. What is going on here? Why does it take so bloody damn long? What?
Because it's rigged.
And that's the problem. John just whispered because it's rigged. And I don't disagree with him because I'm starting to think that why can you have a state like, I don't know, Florida that can do it in a matter of a few hours, everything efficiently done, higher population than some of these other states. What is going on here? Why does it take so damn long?
Yeah. I don't know if it's technology. Are people, are they writing by hand and you got one 90-year-old guy going, one?
Yeah, they're like,
one for him.
do you hear their excuses? It's just
Two
the
for
way
him.
we do it. This is the way we do it.
Well, guess what? It's time to
Takes
change
so
the way
long.
you do it.
Yes, it's time to get with the times, people.
Yeah.
Why can you have some states that can do it so fast, so rapidly, and have results like this, and then you have other states where it's snail pace? You know, like I can't understand it.
We're a week out.
Yes,
A week out.
A week out. I can understand a day. A day. I'll give you that.
Right.
I'll give you that. You're trying to figure it out. You want to make sure it's right. All right. Now, what happens when things take too long?
Yeah.
People start to wonder.
Yep.
What is going on?
This is why you don't trust the system.
Yes, and that is why there's so many people. That is why, God, I hate to say this because I'm going to sound like it is controversial, but maybe that has a little hand in why January 6th even happened.
You said it, not me.
Okay. It's one of those things where people are losing that trust.
100%. 100%.
They're like, what are you doing? What's going on?
This seems to be a pattern going on year after year after
Yeah.
year with this stuff. The presidential election is one thing where, all right, this happened in presidential. That's a huge election.
That is a huge one.
Now you're coming down to the Senate.
like
you're
Trump
coming
would
down-
say, it's huge.
It's huge.
It's huge. Huge.
But now every year,
Yeah.
like, come on, it's getting silly now.
Yes.
It's
Where-
getting
what?
where your citizens don't trust
2022.
what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, come on. We have robots walking.
We
We
have-
have cars that park themselves.
Yes.
We can't get a quick ballot in
I
and
know.
figure this shit out.
I know.
You have people walking days later with, I just found this box of ballots. Oh, I guess we got to start counting
And
again.
that is the issue.
Come
I've heard
on.
one too many stories about, states that were heavily, one side of the party. I'm not going to say which. And then the other side of the party comes out of nowhere in a day and ends up
Winning.
Like, wait a second. Hold on. We were here at midnight, and then the next day you're like, wait a second. Where did this come from? And it's a trust thing. And it's. I think there's something going on. I think there's some sneakiness.
They're sneaky.
And
And I'm not going to lie. On my own ballot, I didn't go down the line. I looked at each person that was running for
Yes.
something, and I looked at them, and I might have some zigzags.
yeah.
But you go to a spot like, I'm going to call out Pennsylvania. What the hell? You got a person, all right, maybe Dr. Oz wasn't the best opponent to have against this other guy.
I don't
that
think he was a
running.
bad opponent, though. But yes, maybe he wasn't the best.
But
I don't know.
Are people really just, they don't care who it is, they're just going down the line for
Yes.
party and not doing it? Because this person that won, I forgot, Fellerton or Feller, whatever his
Yeah.
name is, he didn't campaign. He had a stroke. The guy was out. He was
Yes.
not around. He was
Yeah.
gone. He did with Dr. Oz, when they're on stage and they debate a debate.
Yeah.
The guy couldn't even talk straight.
Yeah.
Like it's and he won. He pulled it out. Are people just going down the line?
I don't know.
Are people not doing their research? They're just like, I don't give a shit. I'm going boom, 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 boom.
I don't know.
The guy doesn't make sense when he talks.
Yeah.
And he's your what, senator? What is it? He's your senator. Like,
Yes. The weird thing, though, with Pennsylvania, which I'll bring up, though, now that you mention it, though, when you look at the results and you look at we see red and blue.
Yeah.
So when you look at that map, it was all red, 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 red,
But
red.
blue won.
And then it was blue in Philly and blue in like Pittsburgh. I don't understand it.
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't understand it. Is there that many more people, or how does that work? Maybe I'm naive towards it. I don't know. You know, why it just that seems to be like the election itself too, the presidential election. I mean, to say, you see, it's like red.
Yeah, blue pulls it out.
The blue pulls it out. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. We're not gonna know. I mean, it's ridiculous. This is why people don't vote anymore. This is why they're like, my vote doesn't matter. And here we were last week saying, no, you got to vote. It's hard.
Even the dogs weren't happy about that one.
No, you heard that? We brought up, Pennsylvania, like, red.
We've been going strong with the dogs down here, and then must have been something. But anyways.
Sorry, maybe a deer ran across there.
No, there's no window. Well, there's little windows in here. But anyway, yeah, I don't know. It doesn't make any sense to me. I don't know. Why does it take so long? When you're battling for the House, the Senate, we still don't have a definitive answer, it looks like, as of yet. But it just makes you wonder. Is this fair? Once again, you know, as whatever political view, and I always will bring this up, whatever political view you have, let me ask you, do you want it to be fair? Yes, I think you do.
Yes.
And that's the bottom line. If you are a Republican or a Democrat and your party loses and you know 100% that it was a fair election,
then that's fine.
You know? But
when there's all this backtracking, there's all this waiting, and when there's waiting involved, that means there's something going on.
Yes. What's going on? Who's doing something? What's the deal here? Someone's about to get
fudged.
Yes, and because it's just taking longer than it should. And you know what though? We're sheep, we're puppets, and that's it. You know, they don't care. They just want to make sure that they have it right on their, you know, that it works out for them. I feel like, you know.
Yeah. And I'm ready. I mean, from what I've heard, the Republicans were ready to take over the House. Right? Pelosi was going to be out, and now it's still a waiting game. And it's funny. You put on CNN, the Democrats are they're fine. We put on
Fox News, the Republicans are all like
taking over.
Yeah.
And then you look at you just use your own brain and go on the computer, or it's just a standstill. It's just a waiting game.
Yes. I don't know.
Maybe we should go back to the old days. If we're going to wait this long, we might as well just pencil in, write what we want, and have, I'll sit there. One for him, one for him.
Yes,
we
should. One for him. That's what it's coming down to.
It's coming down like...
We're going backwards.
Yeah. It's almost like it's going, all right, one for him, two for him, one for him, two for him, you know?
Oh, like when I don't like what they wrote there.
Yeah, erase.
It's
like when I take kids from candy from kids, one for you, two for me.
Well, the reality of the situation is no one's scribbling out whatever someone wrote, but
they're just not counting.
They might not count it, or they may just there's something where they're taking the deceased votes or something, I don't know. But here's the thing.
Grace died 10 years ago. Well, she voted.
I was watching Good Day New York before the election, and Rosanna Scotto was talking to someone that was involved in the whole process or whatever, and she goes with a New York accent, "Let me ask you something."
X.
Yeah. Why doesn't anyone ever check IDs in New York when you're voting, And apparently it's Jersey as well.
Nope.
Yeah. So why don't they check IDs? It takes a second to look at someone's ID and just match it up with the paper that you get when you come in there.
Well, it's either they're instructed not to, or they're just too freaking lazy.
Yes. What is the deal with that? I mean, shit, you need 12 points of ID when you're getting your license done. You take freaking advantage of it and use it for the election. We need to know that people who are supposed to be voting are the ones voting. That's it.
Yep.
Yep. Someone could have their senile grandfather that's got a freaking thing, and they could just go right in there and vote for him, it seems like.
Yep.
So I don't know. There's too many flaws in this system. It shouldn't take a week. And I'm sorry, people. There's something going on here. I don't know what it is. We could assume what it is. But there's something going on.
We try to stay away from controversy a little bit, but when it's so blunt and evident, like this is,
it's like we're New Jersey guys, we're New Yorker guys. You know, that's it. We look at things twice. We will stare at something and be like, wait, what?
Yeah,
this doesn't make sense. We're not naive. Let's put it that way. We know something shady's going on. You know, probably because growing up we probably did have those shady things.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, you can't get one over on us New Yorkers and New Jersey guys.
No, you can't. You can't.
Can't pull the wool over my eyes.
Yeah, so
forget about it.
Anyone that doesn't have that attitude, maybe you should have that attitude and just don't be naive. There's something going on there, but
I just can't figure it out.
Yeah.
You got these states like New Mexico, Arizona. There's nobody freaking living there. It's a half a goddamn desert, and it's taking you so damn long. Maybe Billy the Kid put in his vote, and they're waiting for him, and he's been dead for 100 years. I don't know. It just doesn't make sense, man.
That is the issue, man. That is the issue. Is it doesn't make sense. We need clarification. It's 2022. What the heck is going on? Why is this take so?
Maybe Elon Musk has to get involved. Maybe.
Votes. Well, yes, if he doesn't go bankrupt by then, but we'll see.
I mean, if you haven't heard, Elon Musk has took over Twitter.
Yes, he has.
And he's going to make Twitter a better place to live.
To live. Yes, we're going to live in Twitter now. Yeah, hopefully. Well, his whole thing was he just didn't like that too many things were being censored, it sounded like.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not to say I'm a huge Elon Musk fan. I'm not necessarily.
I could take him or leave him.
Yeah.
But we give a shit who buys Twitter.
But we do. You know, we're two guys that see things how they are. You know, and we see kind of why he's doing it, and that's it.
We are your average Joes.
Yeah.
Nothing will make or break us. Whether it's Elon Musk buying Twitter, my day is still going to go on the same day as everybody else.
Yes.
You know. So.
Yeah. Well, hopefully he does all right with it, and I don't know. I did get some stock when he bought it back.
Did you?
Yeah, like 5 shares.
Yeah, you bought some Twitter?
Yeah, nothing too crazy. Just for shits and giggles. Well, you never know. You
never know.
We'll see.
My Dogecoin started to go up a little bit, but it just went back down.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I feel like my Dogecoin and my Bitcoin is all about Elon Musk. It's whatever he does affects, you know?
Yes. And who was the guy? Matt Damon, was he? Or no? Oh, no. Was it Matt Damon? I think Matt Damon's he was big behind
was he?
The one of those things. And I think Tom Brady and Giselle were behind.
They're into that, yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't he take part of his contract in cryptocurrency?
That wouldn't be surprised if he did do that. Yeah.
You know, it's funny. I was in Lancaster last week. I went away for the week.
Oh, right.
And I went to an outlet shopping mall, and next to the ATM was a cryptocurrency exchanger. You put in your crypto and it'll give you money for it. Like you can, if you needed money at the time, you can cash in your crypto and it like gives you money.
Well, at least it's so nice to see that you get some kind of paper out of it, you know, because it's just weird to me, that whole thing.
It's very strange.
It's not something I got into. It's something that I wish I got into before it got really high.
Well, the bit, yeah.
And then, but you know, you got to be smart with it because sometimes people like to ride it too long when you should probably be selling it. So
yeah, I rode it until I bought Dogecoin at, I forgot what it was, maybe 3 cents.
Yeah.
And it hit 40-something cents, and I sold off most of it, and I kept just a little bit, just in case.
Yeah.
And I'm just holding on to that.
Well.
I made my money.
That's all that matters.
I'm holding on to it.
Hold on to it. Do what you got to do.
Yeah.
Oh, geez, I'm sorry, John.
No,
look
that's
at this
okay.
guy. He's putting them down. Why don't you pour yours first, and we'll get into this next beer.
Oh, you want to get into the next beer?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. So this is a beer brewed by the Democrats. I mean, this is a beer from... just joking.
Okay.
This is a Pecan Ale.
So now there's some pressure going on here for Abita right now.
Yeah.
Because we kind of, told how it was with the
we went off on a long trail about the maple. So this better taste like pecan.
Yeah.
So this here is a Pecan Ale. Abita is out of Louisiana. And this is a pecan ale brewed with Louisiana pecans. And this is also, it's a low, 5.2%.
Does Abita, I think they do Purple Haze too, right?
I believe they do.
Yeah. So these guys have been around.
Flavored ale. Pecan ale made with real Louisiana pecans for a subtle, nutty flavor and aroma. It's brewed with pale Munich biscuit and caramel malts and a Willamette hops.
Biscuits sound delicious.
The roasted pecans are added in the brew house, crack when open, and goo nuts. Geao. Goo nuts.
All right. Let's see what this is about.
Cheers. A little lighter than the Long Trail.
All right. I still got Long Trail lingering there, though, so I kind of want to have another sip, I think. I'm sorry. I'm not going to.
The silence is.
Silence is
I deafening.
I think I like it better than the Long Trail. I'll say that. But I'm not getting that pecan, I think, as much. Once again, I don't think I'm getting that pecan. Are you getting nuttiness? I don't know.
I'm not getting it.
Maybe we're off, man. I don't know.
I'm very disappointed in both these beers.
Yeah.
It's light.
All right.
The flavor, I can't like. At least the Long Trail was like, it's nutty. You
Yeah.
do taste the nutty. You don't taste the syrup,
Yeah.
but you taste the nutty ale. I don't taste much in this.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's an aftertaste. I can't figure out what it is. It's not nutty. The smell is not to be. It's definitely a brown ale.
Yes.
I don't know. I don't have much to say on it. It's
if I were
very
to pick
blah.
one of
It's
the
just
two,
a
I
blah.
think I'd go with the pecan.
Would you? See, I'd go with the Long Trail.
Yeah. All right. Well, okay. It is
I mean,
what it
I
is.
would go with the Long Trail for the flavor of the beer.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously not by the description because there's zero maple in it.
I kind of lately been liking later bodied. I feel it's a little bit later bodied, so I think that's why I would go for that. Well, we're not going to talk too much on this. It wasn't bad.
I wouldn't go for neither, to be honest.
Once again, it's a brown ale. We don't do brown ales too often on the show. Maybe there's a reason.
Because of this.
But it's not. That's not the reason why we're saying that we're giving it a slightly lower rating.
No.
It's because we're not getting that note that we're looking for.
We're basing it on the description we think
Yes.
we're drinking.
Yes.
If you gave me this in a glass and didn't show me the bottle, I'd be like,
Yes.
it's not so bad.
If you had a chocolate porter, you want to make sure you're tasting chocolate.
Right.
If you had a coffee porter, you want to kind of make sure you're tasting coffee.
Right.
We're not getting that necessarily. So, yeah. All right.
No. He said, in a blind taste test, you give it to me, I'll drink it all day.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
when I read the description and I get all excited over what I'm about to drink and then you don't
Yes.
taste it, that's when you get. It is what it is.
It is what it is. And we're going to dive into something different now. We're getting out of the elections right now because it pissed John off and pissed Ken off. And yeah, and we're going to talk about dead people.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about, we have
Two celebrity deaths.
Yeah, we had a couple celebrity deaths. Probably more, and we probably didn't realize it. But
I think, the more B-list celebrity deaths.
Yes.
Though, right there.
yes. So one, growing up, I don't know if you guys ever watched Comedy Central, but that all too famous Gallagher who used to hit the watermelon,
Hit the watermelon, man.
smash pretty much everything. And that wasn't just watermelons; it was everything. And
He's more like a 70s and 80s comic.
yes, but we would know him growing up and seeing him, and just everyone in the front row had the plastic tarp on them,
Yep.
and he was something else in the comedy world. He was more, prop comic, I guess you would call it, right?
Right.
And he changed. I think he revolutionized in his own way, what
Yeah.
the lengths
The
comedy can go.
The prop comedian.
Yes,
Yes.
the prop comedian. He was something else. And he passed away. And do they know what he passed from? I don't know.
I don't know.
No. Well, we don't know. He was, 76 maybe?
76 years old.
Yeah.
Organ failure.
Organ failure, which sometimes means sometimes you abuse something. I don't know.
Well, I mean, he is a product of the 60s, the 70s, right? A lot of drugs, a lot of
Yeah.
alcohol.
Yes.
76, maybe that's pretty good for
Yeah.
a celebrity comedian.
for someone who
you know?
may have abused their body some quite a bit when they were younger or whatever, which is crazy. Though, you ever hear that about people? I had a neighbor who passed away, and he smoked like 30 years before that. He was a heavy smoker 30 years before that, but then it finally caught up. It's just that's just the way it is sometimes.
Yeah, yeah.
You know?
I mean, your past catches up with you, man. If you
It does.
party too much, eventually your body just
There's a few
gives
things
in.
I'll say though. This is one thing I'll say. When people are like, "You eat all that bacon, that's gonna kill you," I said, "I don't care. I will keep eating that bacon because it's so damn worth it.
Yeah.
I will shave 3 weeks, whatever off my life because they say whatever you eat shaves a day or something. I'm like, it's worth it.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
I'm okay with that. But how
It's different between like this guy and the other person who passed away. I mean, this person lived their life. They partied. They did this. They did that.
yes.
76, man. If I make it to 76, I'll be happy. I know people are living in their 90s now
Yeah.
and their hundreds, but if I live to 76, I think after 75 years old, that's a decent life.
Yes.
Especially if you partied.
But I'm sure a 75-year-old might think something different.
I'm sure, but if you partied, man.
I mean, think about our parents. Our parents are like, well, I can speak for my parents. My parents, like my mother and her boyfriend are in their 70s.
Right.
It's kind of like.
But they didn't party though.
No.
These guys put their bodies through a
No,
ringer.
I completely understand. But when you say 70s is pretty good, I'm like, it's different when you turn 70 and you're like,
Yeah, well.
I need another 20 years, please.
Yeah. I thought I'd be dead at 40, and here we are, 45.
Yes. So, but he was someone to be remembered. If you don't know who Gallagher is, look him up.
Go to YouTube.
There's probably tons of YouTube videos. You'll see how hilarious this guy was. Comedy has changed. It's not the same. It was funnier back then. If you were a prop comic or a stand-up comic or whatever kind of comic, it was more funny back then. It sucks now.
Somebody tweeted, and I thought it was hysterical. I can't remember who it was. And they're like, poor Gallagher passed away, but Carrot Top is still alive? Like, with a question mark. And I thought that was hysterical because Carrot Top, I mean, he's been around. If you look at him now, he's fucking weird looking.
Dude, he got Diesel, though, man, Carrot Top.
He got Diesel, but his face is weird. I don't know. And he's been through the ringer, too, man.
Yeah.
That guy's drugs and...
Yes, I think he's. I mean, I heard him on Joe Rogan not super long ago. I think he seemed like he had his shit together again. But
good.
And then who else passed away recently?
Aaron Carter. For people who don't know Aaron Carter, he's the younger brother of Nick Carter from the Backstreet Boys. He had his own little musical thing. Can't say I was a fan.
And I can't say I was surprised. Does that sound bad?
Yeah. No, it doesn't sound bad.
I mean, he was posting videos of him doing some weird huffing or whatever that shit was.
Well, they did find, I believe they said they found a lot of empty aerosol cans in his house.
Yes.
The dude just had issues, man.
I mean,
I think he was schizophrenic as well.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I understand people have addiction problems. It happens. But you just got to remember, you do stupid things are going to happen to you.
Yeah. Sometimes the celebrity, it gets to you, and you just can't. Your demons, because of being in the spotlight, you get all these demons, and you just can't fight it.
And some people think they're invincible. And they think that they're going to survive everying,
Yeah.
And in his case, it sounds like he probably drowned.
It sounds like he maybe over-medicated himself and fell asleep in the tub and, I guess, slid underwater. And
we don't know all the details just yet.
It's still newer.
Judging by
It's only like a
when
week
we
out.
recorded this episode, maybe there'll be more by the time this airs. I don't know. But it sounds like he might have been messing around with some stuff and said, "Hey, I'm going to take a bath. I'm going to go in a hot tub and just chill." And he went, slip right down to the bottom, So
he pulled a Whitney Houston.
Yes.
And I
want to dance with somebody.
Want to die just like you. That's fucked up.
That is fucked up. But so here we are. I feel bad. Apparently, he was kind of estranged from his brother Nick.
Although it's funny, man. I saw videos of Backstreet Boys performing. It's all over TikTok. I guess the night after, or a day or two after, and Nick, you can tell he's.
So why is that so funny?
I did say, right? It's funny.
You said it's funny though.
I guess it's not funny.
I was waiting to laugh. I couldn't laugh at that though.
It's visible. It's very visible.
You should have saw him crying. You should have saw it. It was so funny.
Too stupid. Crying for you. You knew it was coming.
Yes.
Yeah, so you could see he's visibly upset, as is the band, and but the show must go on. The show must go on.
The mush go on.
Show must go on. What's the alcohol content in this Pecan Ale?
Not much.
Something else in there.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, it's always sad to see someone who, was he 34 or something? I mean, to see someone that young pass.
Yeah, you don't want to see anybody pass away over something stupid like that.
Yeah,
man.
I mean, listen, you don't want to see anyone pass.
We're not horrible
But when it's
people. We
someone
don't wish death
younger,
upon
you're
anybody.
always going to be like, shit, man. You know, what
He's
the hell
younger than
happened?
us, dude.
Yeah. 10 years younger than you.
You don't want to see younger people, it's like watching, like, you never want, obviously, like, your child to pass before you. You don't want to see younger people die before you do.
No.
But unfortunately, that's part of life, though. It just happens.
That is life.
It just happens.
And you just got to be, conscientious of this stuff. You got to know that, once again, you do stupid things may happen to you.
Some people can't handle the celebrity spotlight.
Yes.
And I think this is one of those instances.
Yes. You got a little weird, man. I don't know. I mean, listen, I'm not opposed to tattoos, but, man, he was going a little wild there. He was doing some Mike Tyson shit on his face there.
Yeah, if you're not Post Malone, you should not have tattoos on your face.
Post Malone's another.
But he's the coolest dude ever, bro.
Yeah.
Like, watch his stuff, man. What a freaking nice guy.
He's an interesting dude. He covered
He
Nirvana,
is.
man. And
He's
I watched that.
good
I didn't think it was that
singer.
bad. I didn't think it was that bad. Yeah.
Don't think of him as, like, he's not a rapper. Like, think of him as just, like, he's a good singer. He plays guitar.
He is an artist. I'll
awesome.
give him
He's an
that.
artist,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes, I'll give him that. He is an artist in what he does. And but he, I mean, you got to be. I think you got to be producing some of this awesome stuff that you see out there. Sometimes you got to be a little out there. It's you got to reach boundaries that people haven't reached before, and do things that people haven't done before. So I always have respect for artists.
And talking about dead people,
Uh-oh.
I started following somebody on TikTok. He runs I guess he runs a mortuary, or he does autopsies and stuff. I don't know what do you call those doctors? Mortician? Is that what it's called?
Maybe. Yeah.
He
Mortician.
So it's funny. He tells you how, like, the autopsy goes and how it works and whatever. Did you know when they perform an autopsy, they take out your brain, your organs, whatever, your tongue, stuff that they're working on, and then when they're done with their autopsy, they put it in a bag, place it in your chest cavity.
Yes, and they seal it up. Yeah.
Seal it up, and that's what's, like, when you're at a wake, like, that's what's, if there was an autopsy performed, like, all that, the organs are, like, in there. You knew that.
I didn't know that. I knew kind of like it was sealed
Isn't
up
that
and put
strange?
back in there. Yeah.
I am not going to look at a dead body when I go to a wake, like, the same again.
If there was an autopsy before.
If there was an autopsy.
Yes,
But when I go to a wake next time, I'm going to ask. I'm going to be like, excuse me, stop
there
crying for 2 seconds.
Was there
an autopsy performed?
on this?
Did you know your dad's brain is right now in his chest?
Yeah.
I'm going to bring that up, I think, because
Yeah.
I want to know. I've been into this autopsy stuff lately.
Yeah.
I've been watching them.
Did you watch that show I told you to watch? There was an episode that was kind of similar to that. It was the stories, the horror stories.
Oh no, I haven't watched it yet. No, it's on the queue in my.
Okay.
yeah, it's on the queue. It's on the queue.
It was what's his name? God, I got a brain fart now. Guillermo del Toro.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He had this show. It was like it's like a new version of Tales from the Crypt.
And every episode is different. Yeah.
Yes,
Nope.
yeah.
It's in my queue.
Yes, it's on Netflix. And there was an episode that was like that. It was a guy who performed autopsies and things like that. That's why when you were mentioning it, I was thinking about that, and I was like, oh yes.
I know it sounds morbid, but I'm into that. I'm into watching that. Like, it's very interesting. It's very, very interesting.
I don't know. I guess it depends on how you look at it, you know.
guess.
But
You know what I've been into too, which is
What?
going to sound weird. Watching dogs that are, like, abandoned and matted. Watching them get
like the Dodo film things.
like watching them get like cleaned up, like. With a dog that's been, like, on the streets for, like, years and it's matted. You can't even see its face because its fur is nuts.
Yeah.
And then when they take and they groom it,
Yeah.
it's so cool, man.
It's cool, but
Well, you feel bad for the dog, obviously. But once the dog is, like, it's done being groomed and it's free, you're almost like, oh, this pup is free now.
yeah, I know. We've had this discussion on this podcast, though. I always wondered, are people doing this because they generally want to, like, sometimes I feel like some people are doing it because they want the attention. Look what I did. I saved this dog, and I did this,
No,
and I
like,
did that.
From what I watch, it's not people who save the dog. It's people that get, like, the dogs delivered to them, and they're just a grooming company, and
I
they just.
see what you're saying, yeah.
I mean, they show all dogs that they
Yeah.
groom. You know what I mean? But they're like, every once in a while they get one that's like a stray or off the street.
Yeah.
And they,
Yeah.
when they show like, oh, it's 100 pounds.
Did you ever watch that Pit Bulls and Parolees at all or anything?
Oh, back in the day, the pit bull. It was like a couple years ago.
I don't know if it's still out there.
I don't know.
It was,
I did. Yeah, I did.
Dogs are amazing.
They are.
I've got 2 that like to bark once in a while, but
Yep,
yes,
yep.
that's what dogs do.
One I want to take home with me.
Yes, he wants my border terrier.
I do.
And they can bring so much comfort and love, especially when they're using them for like comfort dogs and those what do you call it? What's the
like
term?
therapy dog.
Therapy
Like
dog. That's what I'm
yeah.
about to say. Yeah, especially people who have been in war, people who have been through a lot, and they find comfort in that. And shit.
My daughter asked for a therapy dog.
Oh yeah.
Because she's she's got the diabetes and I'll get back to that. We watch a girl who there's a girl has her own YouTube channel.
Yeah.
She's got a therapy dog, and the dog lets her know when her sugar's high and low.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay.
So my daughter's like, "Can I get?" Nah, not having it, not having it.
Honey, there are devices now that you can hook up to your phone that can do the same thing.
I don't need a dog. I can see it on my phone.
Yeah.
Speaking of, our walk was very successful.
Oh, yes. I was going to ask about that. Yes.
Now, I want to say I don't know. We had a couple of donations for people that I don't know who they were. The names on there are people that I don't know who they are. I never heard of them before in my life. And I did mention it on the podcast, and I told you I put the link on my Instagram channel last week. And if you are a viewer and you donated, I want to say thank you so much because, like I said, there's a couple names that I don't know who they are.
Yeah.
And if it is somebody from our that watches us, thank you. Thank you very much. We raised almost a couple grand.
And what was the donation thing?
It was for Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation.
And you had a link on there too as well.
I had a link in my Instagram.
And can you still donate?
I'm not sure 100% because the walk is over now. I don't know how that works.
Yeah.
Our goal was to raise $1,500. We raised about $1,800 and change.
Nice.
We had about 20 people come and walk with us. So I just want to say, if you are a listener or a watcher and you donated, I just want to say thank you.
Awesome.
And we'll do it again next year, and hopefully we're going to make even more money.
Yeah.
And you're going to walk with us next year. I want you there.
I need to walk, so this is not a bad thing.
We should walk for anything, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I actually kind of feel bad right now because that's what I was asking if you can still donate because I didn't do it.
Don't feel bad.
Totally slipped my mind.
That's not what it was for. Hey, we live busy lives. We live busy lives.
No. I'm actually oblivious a lot of times. People are like, "Oh yeah, did you see what?" I'm like, "Oh shoot, I didn't." No, I didn't.
That's fine. I just wanted to say thank you because if it was somebody, like I said, that watches us, I just want to make sure I say thank you.
Well, I will donate double next year if I can't donate now. So yes.
Hey, you check in on her once in a while and you ask me how she's doing. That means more to me than any donation you can ever do.
No, I actually do feel guilty right now because I just realized when you said that, I was
don't feel
totally
guilty.
Didn't even totally. But yes, regardless if it now or whatever, if there's a charity you like, if there's something, if it's St. Jude's Hospital or anything, always keep that in mind.
Especially with the holidays coming soon.
Yeah. Not everyone lives as fortunate as we do and are as blessed as we are. So, always keep that in mind. But on another note,
you ready?
Let's do some bourbon.
Let's go. You didn't like that beer, huh?
Oh, no, I'll finish. I never leave a wounded soldier.
You want to dump it?
No.
Dump it.
No, it's all right. I'll drink that. This is another. We've had Castle and Key on here. We had the Restoration Rye. Mm-hmm. This one I just picked up recently. This is a small batch by them.
It's a big bottle for a small batch.
Small batch means they just don't make as much of it. Yes. All right. This is 100 proof, 50% alcohol. Just a quick backstory on Castle and Key.
Pretty cool label.
Yeah, it is cool, and it kind of looks like something like a castle might be, or something of that sort. It looks fancy, but they what Castle and Key did is they restored the historic Old Taylor distillery.
Oh, good for them.
And which was erected in 1887.
You said erected.
Erected in 1887. And they had a new vision and promise. The awakening of this legendary bourbon icon enables us to create captivating spirits and endearing memories. We craft our spirits with carefully selected grains in a unique barrel regimen to thoroughly produce distinct spirits to our exacting standards. Come raise a glass with Castle and Key. Let's see what this is about.
Welcome to medieval times.
Damn it.
And there we go.
I'll pick that up later. The castle has fallen.
I got you.
It's all right. You can leave it. It's crumbling, the castle.
Speaking of castles, have you watched? Have we talked about House of Dragon? We have.
No, we haven't.
We haven't.
I don't think so.
Have you watched it?
No.
Yet? No.
I don't have HBO, so I'm not going to watch it. John's always asking me, "Do you watch this?" I'm like, "No, I don't have that." So John just recently lent me his Peacock account, so I am kind of. Yes, I guess Peacock. I am starting Yellowstone.
Yes.
We watched about 75% of an episode yesterday, and then my wife is like, she was like super, super tired.
Yeah.
And she's like, I actually kind of forced her to watch it. She's like, I want to watch The Crown. I'm like, no, let's watch.
New season of that's coming out.
Yes, it is out.
Oh, it is out. Okay.
So, I was like, oh, come on, let's watch Yellowstone. I think you would enjoy it, whatever. And it's not like she didn't enjoy it. She's like, when I hit play to start it, she's like, I'm really ready for bed.
Yeah.
So I'm happy.
Don't give up. Don't give up. Yeah.
No. There's no giving up.
It gets really good.
So far, it's so good.
It does get really good.
It's good. So let's try this Castle and Key.
Gotcha.
Cheers.
Cheers. That's got flavor.
It's got flavor. There's something there, though. I'm not sure if I'm keen on. There's something that I'm not feeling.
There's something on it's on the side of my tongue.
Yes. It's not bad. I will get it. But there's other bourbons I think I would get ahead of it. What is that? What kind of note is that? It's like a... Dude, man.
It's not like a toffee caramel. It's a candy, though. There's a flavor there.
Yeah.
Almost like a Whopper. Like, I don't know. Like something that you don't... It's not bad, though.
It's got some kind of banana? I don't know what that's got a hint of something there on the end, man. I
Can you mix it with the water?
No.
Mix it with the water. Maybe that'll help you out.
I'll take it just a little. I still have it lingering in my mouth. I'll take a swig.
Something on the tongue there.
Yeah, I can't pinpoint it.
I will say, though, the burn rate is very minimal, though. Mm-hmm. It doesn't burn.
The burn rate.
We still do the burn rate.
Yeah, some kind of candy. I agree with you on that.
Right? It's like a candy. I can't place it, though.
I can't. I don't know. It's interesting. It's unique. It's something worth the try.
If anybody's had it, put in the comments. What do you think that we're talking about and we can't figure it out?
Sweet tart? I don't know. I don't know what it is, man.
I must get like a Rolo milk duddy type of...
So you're getting something different from me. You're getting more of that caramel or something.
I am.
Not me. I'm getting almost like a little bit of tartness.
Ballsack?
Ballsack. Just tastes just like ballsack. No, it's much better than ballsack. But
I don't think it's bad. I don't think it's bad at all, though.
Yeah.
We've had worse. I think... Fighting cock.
No, fighting cock was not bad.
I think I liked the rye.
Yes, the rye is better.
Yeah,
I agree. The rye is better. Yeah. The restoration.
But I'm okay with this.
And it is harder to get, so I don't know. You know,
I'm okay with this.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. Well,
you sound a little disappointed. Or is it your brain's just?
There's a lot of hype behind Castle and Key, man. I don't know if it did it for me there, but you never know. Who knows?
You got to give it another shot.
Well, they have other ones too, so you know. Yeah. Well, on that note,
is this your Magnifies 99 cent?
No, it's much better than 99 cent Magnify.
Shout outs today. We go to Long Trail out of Vermont.
Yes.
Put a little bit more maple in that bottle,
please.
Baby.
Don't skim out. Don't cheap out on us.
Abita. Throw some more pecans in there.
Throw some more pecans in there. Come on. I don't know pecans.
Castle and Key. Castle and Key?
Castle and Key.
Castle and Key.
Yes.
Shout out to the voters. I don't know. Your vote didn't mean shit. I don't know. Whatever.
We don't know.
We don't know. Shout out to Aaron Carter and Gallagher. Rest in peace.
Yes, yes.
We hope you find what you're looking for when you enter the light.
Yes. And Gallagher, I hope you brought your hammer with you.
Yes, and your watermelon.
And your watermelon. And,
as always,
well, cheers, John.
cheers, Ken.
And as always,
Cheers to
you.